Okay, folks, did you know that the game winner in the
He's gonna
first
get the
World
goal,
Cup
and it's
final
in.
came from a
Hector
player
Castro.
with one arm? And the guy who invented the microwave only got $2. When you get a kidney transplant, they don't take the old kidneys out of your body, they just jam a new one in there. Let's talk maps. Greenland looks a lot bigger on the map. Really, not that big. Australia is really big. Nobody lives in the middle of the country, but it's so vast that there's a fence longer than the distance from New York City to London. In fact, the country is wider than the moon. Ants only sleep for 8 minutes, that's all they need. Brass doorknobs clean themselves in 9 hours.
A speck of dust is halfway between the size of a proton and the size of the universe.
Whoa!
Cleopatra
Cleopatra was born closer to the first Mickey D's than she was to the first pyramids. Hey, do you like honey in the mornings?
Yeah, I
Think
kinda like
again.
that stuff.
That teaspoon is the life's work of 12 bees.
Oh, that's sad.
Shaq only hit this 1-3 in his whole career. There are more tigers caged in Texas than roaming free in the wild.
The 15 largest ships pollute more than every car on the planet.
A banana is a berry. A strawberry isn't.
No, wait, what?
Cheetahs meow like they're little house cats. Martin Luther King got a C+ in public speaking. And the T-Rex lived closer to COVID than it did to the Stegosaurus. A moment of silence for the bear that fought for the Polish army in World War II. The tallest tree is way taller than Big Ben. Ooh! And look at that cute little bug. Alright, Charlie and the Chocolate Fact. Let's talk. Okay, Bob Ross was a drill instructor, and Scotland has over 400 words for snow, like scurvin, snawbrew, frogchester. Their national animal is the unicorn. Shh! Cheesy is sleeping. A million seconds is 12 days. A billion seconds is 30 years. Peanuts, not a nut.
What?
That one either. Mickey and Minnie got married in real life. Aww. 1 through 999 don't have the letter
Nope.
A, but 1000 does. Look at old Chubster McStuffs. He was 1,400 pounds, and his buddy Mr. Bones was like 9 feet tall. Bears can run faster than horses, and there's 37 definitions of set. Dreamt is the only word in English ending in MT. Hashtag? Nope. Pound sign? Gotta be pound sign. Octopus? Octopus! He had a pet hyena named Bill. He had a pet alligator named Dan. Don't try and wring out a towel in space. Trust me. All Fruit Loops are the same flavor. Captain Crunch's real name is Horatio Magellan Crunch, and it looks like he's an organ donor. The longest word, pneumano-ultramicroscopic silico-volcanokinesis, is 45 letters. Oh my god. There's a Shell gas station that really does look like a Shell. I don't know. In Switzerland, it's illegal to adopt just one guinea pig, and horses have their heart inside of their head. Edwin Aldrin, Buzz Aldrin's dad,
Great
saw
flight.
the first flight of the Wright brothers, and also his son landing on the moon, where he would play golf. Homer Simpson in real life, Peter Griffin in real life. Supermarket apples, they can be up to a year old.
Ugh.
And Bangladesh has more people than Russia. Did you know you can hear a ship's sonar underwater? Snoop Dogg was 2 years old when Pablo Picasso croaked. The longest walk on Earth takes a year and 2 months, and it looks pretty boring. Tarantulas, sometimes they like to keep a frog as a pet. I don't make the rules. And passports, they come in 4 colors: blue, red, green, and black. Those Easter Island heads have bodies under there? No way! The only guy in ZZ Top without a beard. You know him? Yeah, Frank Beard. God, I love this scene growing up. It's so raw. I also thought that little egg looked like a Dragon Ball, man. That thing's cool as hell. Walk into a McDonald's and order a mixed spaghetti to go. In some parts of the world, you can. You cast your net, you're probably going to pull up an average Joe. But what if you got a blue lobster, or a red lobster, that red lobster, or a gold lobster, or the trickster, or the ghost? Minoe in Nebraska only has 2 people. And this creepy, this little fish has legs. How creepy is that thing? Okay, the universe creates 500 new stars every second. The most expensive whip of all time was a Mercedes that cost 143,000 racks. Sharks have been kicking around since before trees, and the lighter was invented before matches were. Which one of these is right? It's A. Most of South America is east of Florida. This strange little muskrat can punch so hard it's equivalent to a .22 caliber bullet. And did you know that most clouds weigh 1,000,000 pounds, which is like 200 Ford F-150s? And speaking of 200, there are 200 bodies resting on Mount Everest. Those bodies have the same number of neck bones as a giraffe, 7. In '77, Star Wars came out, and then a month later, France used the guillotine. The first ever pair of Nike shoes were made by pouring rubber onto a hot waffle iron. One 18-inch pizza is more food than two 12-inch pizzas, and there's about 1 billion bugs to go on that pizza for every person. Each day, 82 years of video is uploaded to YouTube, so I'm just putting in my minutes. And Oxford University was founded before the Aztec Empire. By the way, Venus spinning the wrong way. I don't know what's going on up there. If you were born before 1800, there's a 43% chance you would not live to reach 5 years old. Barcode scanners are scanning the white bars. Crocodiles don't die of old age. They just eat until they get too big to feed themselves. The longest boxing match ever went on more than 7 hours and had to be called a no contest. The 2050s are closer than the 1990s, and it takes 2 years for a pineapple to grow to full size. In North Korea, women pick between 18 government haircuts, and bears really do like to scratch their back on trees. I mean, just look at this guy. Guinness Beer owns Guinness World Records. Slightly underweight dogs live an average of 2 years longer than slightly overweight dogs. Go skinny dogs.
Hello there.
Uh-oh, it's the granny shark, 500 years old. Everything that's still is actually vibrating a little bit. And this lady called the cops when she didn't get enough sprinkles. Cutting a hammerhead worm in half leaves you with 2 hammerhead worms. And you are 99.999% empty space. And Skinny Dog has 100 subscribers.
Oh, Skinny,
Let's go! On to 1,000.